to as an adult.
Nice.
But I would not say I'm angry about. I am more so because of the images now that we're seeing of all the different body types and stuff. I'm glad to see that,
Yeah.
but I get. I guess I would just say I don't get so angry about any of that anymore.
Nice.
Because of the character thing. I just
Yeah.
wish media was, supporting that more and still constantly the stuff that they show.
Heck yeah. No, for real. I completely agree.
Okay, the body. You want to go back to the body?
Yeah, because I feel like that was a great example of how, like, you expressed how it came out emotionally. You know what I mean? I feel like pain can definitely show itself in forms of headaches, body aches, weird dreams, freaking emotions, either crying or anger or isolation. It can show itself in illness, you know what I mean? So there's different ways that the pain expresses itself, like, through you. And I was just wondering if maybe you had any, like, if anything ever affected your physical body.
Manifested.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good question. So that's kind of a long story, but when I was, while I was always interested in nutrition, when I first started getting into these things, I just had some hypoglycemia, like sugar issues, but as I started to get into this world of natural healing and finding out about it, and I do believe and know that emotions are stored in the body, right? This is why I'm a full believer and understand this whole vibrational medicine, energy medicine, and how it works. Because one example, I have many examples, but when I actually knew how the feeling in the body is, one example in particular, that my functional therapist was rubbing on, and this could have been in here for 15 years, right? Because it does get stored in the body.
Yeah.
She would rub on my thighs, like back and forth, and not even very much pressure, and I would just cry. Like,
Ooh.
it would be pain.
Oh, stop. You better stop.
Yeah, like just pain, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where it began, because while this is also lymphatic drainage stuff too, like you've probably heard people say when you get a massage, people will have emotional release or whatever it is, right? Because you're stimulating. But I would say that's one of my first experiences with it actually, like, feeling pain from something when that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like, why am I crying? And you're not even pressing that hard.
Yeah, and you're not necessarily touching something that's, like, sore or painful. Like, ooh, that's deep.
So there's lots of, like, other things. And then this is not, well, I was going to give the example, this is not pain. So crystals, I was saw somebody for rose quartz. So that's embodiment, love, or whatever. I had a huge heart-shaped one in my hand, and I just held it a few minutes and then just crying. So that's when I first learned, like, it's not just rocks.
Yeah,
like,
there's different tools.
It's actually, I mean, minerals and different things from the earth, like, resonate with us. So going to the spa or whatever, these people are doing these things that feel good, but you don't really know. You don't look, I feel like, because we're not taught that we're made up of energy.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother level of healing.
It is. It's next level. Shout out to my girl Imani. She was on the show not too long ago, and she is an astro herbalist. So she, like, mines for crystals, and she knows all about herbs and stuff. She's super into that stuff, and really helped me to kind of understand more about the purpose of crystals and things, and like